Finally, a low-cost, no-nonsense solution to your recloser distribution automation requirements is available. The Nasat MC Recloser Actuator adds remote control convenience to your reclosers. The unit also features a duplicate set of manual recloser operating levers, so the reclosers can be manually operated as well. Innovative electromagnetic clutches that switch from manual operations to remote control make the Nasat MC Recloser Actuator simple and effective. The device will remotely trip and reset the recloser and control the non-recloser facility. Standard models are available to fit single and three-phase reclosers manufactured by Kyle, McGraw, Cooper, and Lexington. Other makes and models can be accommodated upon request. The Nasat MC Actuator can be retrofitted on-site in less than 1 hour. This video covers the installation procedure for the Nasat motor-controlled recloser actuator. The actuator allows the customer to retrofit an existing recloser and remotely control it using an existing SCADA system. Before beginning the installation, verify that the actuator is the correct model. The model information is found on the nameplate on the side of the actuator. The motor-controlled actuator comes complete with all mounting bolts, plates, and control cable. When you receive the unit, inspect the actuator for any damage and to see that all mounting hardware is correct. Before starting the installation procedure on the recloser, make sure to follow your company's guidelines to ensure that it is safe. The first step is to remove the cover plate. Pull the red non-recloser lever to the on or down position. Clamp the non-reclose lever plate to the non-reclose lever. This plate must be hard up to the bend in the lever. Drill the two 4mm holes. Bolt the plate to the lever using the bolts supplied. Bolt the main flag adapter to the main flag. Tap out the 4 screw holes to 1/4 inch UNC. Bolt the recloser plate to the recloser using the bolts supplied. The 2 bolts with spacers go in the top holes, while the 2 countersunk bolts go in the bottom holes. Slide the actuator onto the top support bolts. Line up the slots in the levers on the back of the actuator with the pins on the non-reclose lever and the main flag. The actuator countershaft must sit on top of the recloser countershaft. Slide the actuator up to the recloser plate. Replace the 4 nuts onto the studs and tighten. Operate the levers on the front of the actuator. The corresponding levers on the recloser will operate. If not, check to see if the pins on the non-reclosed lever and main flag are in the slots. Before setting the limit switches, please note, the limit switch cams are factory set, but may require minor adjustment to suit each individual recloser. The limit switch cams are adjusted by using the small yellow tools supplied. When adjusting the limit switch cams, move both the red and yellow cams to the same position. The control limit switches control how far the levers are driven. When the control limit switch is tripped, the drive clutch is released and the motor is turned off. The indication limit switches can be set to trip at any point. To set the non-reclose switch, Remove the limit switch cover on the left-hand side of the actuator. With the NR lever in the off or up position, set the indication limit switch cams and the control limit switch cams so that they trip the limit switch. With the NR lever in the on or down position, set the indication limit switch cams and the control limit switch cams so that they can trip the limit switch. To adjust these cams, move the lever to the off position and recheck. To set the main flag, remove the limit switch cover on the right-hand side of the actuator. With the main flag in the tripped or down position, set the indication limit switch cams and the control limit switch cams so that they trip the limit switches. Move the main flag to the reset or up position. Hold the main flag as far up as it will go. Set the control limit switch cam so that it just trips the limit switch. Release the main flag, allowing it to rest in its normally closed position. Set the indication limit switch cams so that they trip the limit switch. Fit the cover plate to the front of the actuator. Plug in the control cable and check the actuator operation and indication. Do any fine adjustments to the cams if required. The installation is complete.